Hi, welcome to Main Street Macro. I'm Neela Richardson. Something happened in the first quarter of the year that even most economy watchers missed. Labor productivity dropped like a rock. Now, being a Midwesterner at heart, I like to define productivity in straightforward, simple terms. It's basically the ability to produce more with less. Well, that didn't happen at all in the first quarter of the year. In fact, labor force productivity dropped by 7.3%. This was the deepest decline since 1947. And what it meant is that workers worked more hours and produced less output. Now, not surprisingly, firms' overall labor costs grew by 12.6%. What those numbers mean is that firms had to pay workers 4.4% more to produce about 7.3% less. That's not a position any firm wants to be in. So, this week, we are going to see a fresh read on labor productivity in the second quarter. And here are three reasons why you should spend a little time digesting these numbers. Reason number one, low productivity leads to high inflation. You see, when firms' labor costs grow, that means they have to increase the prices of their goods and services. Adding all these price increases up leads to more inflation. Number two, low productivity leads to lower worker wage growth. And this is something we all should pay attention to because wages really increase when more workers become more productive over time, which leads to higher firm profits and higher pay for all of us. Now, when wages and productivity, or when productivity declines, wages have to adjust accordingly. And that means less take home pay growing over time. Now, the third reason is that low productivity leads to slower economic growth. Paying more and making less, not surprisingly, leads to weaker consumer demand and weaker consumer spending. And as many of us know by now, consumers are the lion's share of the economy. So when their spending slows, so does economic growth. Now, the good news is that all of these trends actually work in reverse. High productivity leads to stronger wage growth, better firm profits, and a faster moving economy. We also know what are the key drivers of productivity. They include more capital investment, a better skilled and better educated workforce, and innovation. Now, the Fed will try really, really hard in the short term to lower inflation by raising interest rates. But over the long run, the key for the Main Street economy and its health and well being is productivity. Well, thanks for spending a little time with us on the Main Street Macro. For more information on the week ahead, please go to adpri.org.